All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something pretty amazing. How the food you eat can literally become your liver's best friend. And we're not talking about complicated diets, just simple, powerful choices. So let's get right into it.
Now, get this. This isn't just some hopeful idea. This is a clinical promise. The message from doctors is crystal clear. Simple changes to what you eat can have a direct, and I mean measurable, impact on one of your most important organs.
And you might be wondering if this is a big deal. Well, yeah. 32%, that's the estimated number of adults around the world with fatty liver disease. That's almost 1 in every 3 people, which is just staggering. It makes this conversation more important than ever.
Okay, so what's the game plan? What can we actually do about this? Well, we're going to start with a doctor's grocery list, 10 specific foods, all backed by solid data. Think of this as, your ultimate toolkit for a happy liver.
Let's kick things off with a couple of items that might actually surprise you. In fact, for millions of us, they're already part of our morning.
First on the list, coffee. Yep, you heard that right, coffee. Study after study has linked 2 to 3 cups a day to slower progression of liver disease. And just to be clear, we're talking about good old black coffee here, not those super sugary lattes. Then you've got green tea, which is packed with powerful antioxidants called catechins that have been shown to help reduce liver fat. Okay, moving on to the pantry. These are the essentials you can just have on hand, ready to go. We're talking about foundational workhorses, simple swaps that can make a massive difference in your day-to-day cooking.
And what's so great about these is how simple they are. Make extra virgin olive oil your go-to cooking oil. Grab a small handful of walnuts for a snack. Choose whole grains like oats for breakfast and start adding fiber-rich legumes like lentils to your soups and salads. Each one is a small step that supports your entire body, not just your liver.
All right, time to brighten things up a bit. Let's talk about adding some color to your plate. This next group is all about these incredible nutrient-packed whole foods coming from both the land and the ocean. So, let's look at the why and the how for these. Why fatty fish like salmon? It's all about those omega-3s, which are fantastic for reducing liver fat. And how do you do it? Just try to get 2 or 3 servings a week. And for soy foods like tofu, the why is that they can help improve liver enzymes. The how? Super easy. Just swap them in for processed meat sometimes. And finally, in this group, just think color. Those deep, rich colors in berries, that's the sign they're packed with antioxidants that fight off stress in the body. And piling your plate high with greens like spinach and broccoli isn't just something your mom told you to do, it's directly linked to lower rates of fatty liver.
Okay, so we've talked about all the good stuff to add, but, and this is a big but, what you take away is just as important. So let's flip the script for a second.
This really is the other half of the puzzle. As we're bringing in all these amazing foods, we've got to dial back on the things that really stress out the liver. That means cutting way back on sugary drinks, those refined carbs like white bread and pastries, processed meats, and too much saturated fat.
So we have this list of 10 awesome foods. But here's the thing, it's not just a random collection. There's actually a single pattern that connects all the dots. So what is it?
It all comes down to the Mediterranean-style diet. And look, this is not some trendy fad diet. It's a well-researched way of eating that's recommended by pretty much every major liver and metabolic society out there. It's more like a blueprint that naturally includes all the good stuff we've been talking about.
And here's where it gets really powerful. When you combine this way of eating with some movement, you get a really clear, motivating target. Because even a modest weight loss, we're talking just 7 to 10%, has been shown to dramatically improve liver health, calm down inflammation, and even slow down scarring.
Okay, so that's the science. But what does this actually look like in real life? On a real plate, on a real day, let's just walk through what a simple, liver-friendly day could look like.
And you can see right away, this is not about starving yourself. It's about eating really, really well. You're kicking off the day with whole grains and berries. For lunch, you've got those fiber-rich lentils. And for dinner, there's your fatty fish, more whole grains, and leafy greens cooked in olive oil. All those powerhouse foods fit so easily into one delicious day.
And this really brings us to the most important takeaway of all. While food isn't a magic pill when it comes to fatty liver, it's literally the most powerful tool in our toolbox. It is the primary frontline therapy. It puts the power to make a real change right there on your plate.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one simple question. Don't get overwhelmed trying to change everything overnight. Just looking at this list, what is one simple swap you can make today? Maybe it's just choosing olive oil over butter, or adding a handful of spinach to your dinner. Because that one little step, that's where the real journey begins.